Sorry, I'm a little late. Watching. um. No excuse. Just finished getting everything set up. Alright, today we have another wild and wacky day of making modular terrain. Let's go! See, last episode we didn't get much done. It was mostly just planning things out. Trying to suss out. Chaos, welcome! Rainmist, hi! I've got an ad on my app. How you doing, Chaos? That was an ad for TikTok. Yep, nope. I'd much rather not. Come on, camera, wake up. There we go. Oh, Rain, have you had any thoughts about what your scrungle might look like? Or what kind of scrungle you might like to, inhabit? Possess? I've done a bit of work on the chat party thing. Mostly just tired, anxious, not feeling too well. Chaos, buddy. You wanna talk about it? Like you've got a lot going on. Especially after all the exam stuff. Poor thing. VTuber BC face? Wakey wakey. Not yet. Ah, it's all good, buddy. Whenever you're ready. No rush. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, cool. It's working. Ah. Everything will be fine. Nothing to worry about. Okay. Excellent. You got this, buddy. I believe in you. Okay, let's go. Rainbow says, wish you luck on a Chaos. Yes, good luck, buddy. Raymond says, by the way, I had a blackout yesterday, so if Sleepy asks anything, I didn't reply. Ooh. What kind of blackout? Wait, hang on. Like an electrical blackout, or you blacked out? Showcase model did not load? Oh. I know why that is. It's because they were already here. Yeah, so if someone drops in before the script is finished running... Okay, I know what that is, and I know how to fix it. I think it's because if someone drops in before the script starts running, or finishes its startup sequence, they'll drop in as default. I'll have to add in something that'll stop, because... Yeah, and so if someone's already got, like, the tab open, is already in, like, the chat section, before the script, or, yeah, if the script registers them as before it's finished loading in all the custom skins, they'll drop in as a default. So, all I've got to do is put the startup, the first drop entry function after the registry loader function. So yeah, that's an easy fix. I hope. Rainmist says neighborhood black outage. Oh, neighborhood outrage? Wait, you blacked out because of neighborhood outrage? Okay. I know what you probably meant by that, but that misspelling is if I had no critical thinking skills, that would be extremely concerning. Oh no, Rain Mist blacked out because of neighborhood outrage. um yeah, sorry to hear that, buddy. I've got no idea how I'm gonna print this. I really want to have some sections where the piping kind of like arcs around and over itself and does like shenanigans. But coming up with ways for that to happen, but still be printable? Hmm. Like, I've done a bit of printing before, but they've all been like really functional things. And I don't wanna have any. Okay, one thing I really want to avoid is structural supports. So, oh, Chaos says, just like with the weird ads from the other day, weird aids. Just like, yeah, no, those are some weird aids we had yesterday. Like, damn, man. Weird ass aids. Oh. Oh, Blender's having a moment. Oh, there we go. We're good. That was about. Let's do this to increment and snap this over here. You're supposed to. But yeah, I don't want to have any structural support. So usually when you do a 3D, like, for example, if you're 3D printing one of these fellas, and that's never gonna print out like that. Like, no. No chance. So what they'll do is, so what the slicer will do, and slicer is the program that's kind of like an intermediary between Blender and your 3D printer. It's what, converts the 3D model into a bunch of 2D slices. Printer can then, use to, well, where it's going to print. And the slices will very often also have a function that'll allow you to add in supports. So there'll be kind of like little trees and pipes and stuff that'll lead from various places up, so that, an overhanging piece like this, hang on, like this arm, will have a support piece that'll come down like this and kind of hold it up. So the printer will print as it's printing the feed. It'll go, then it'll also print this little tower going up. But when it gets to the arm and starts printing this, it's going to have some. Well, it's not going to start there. It's going to start at the lowest point. Yes, this. So when it gets to this point, it's gonna have something for the arm to be suspended by. Problem is, you then have to break these off. You gotta cut them off, you gotta break them off, you gotta clear them up. They're actually fairly easy to break off. They've got techniques. But it's something I want to avoid if I can. So. Yeah. I'm thinking, if we want to do that, if I... Okay, so if I change these brackets so that instead they're used as supports. Rainmus says, I struggle with communication in general, lol. It's definitely a skill. Don't feel bad about that. It's really something they should teach in schools. Because parents sure as hell aren't teaching it. Most parents are abominable at communication skills, and the teachers aren't very good at communicating. They're mostly just dictate at the students. But yeah, don't feel bad about that. It's a skill, but like any skill, it's something you can learn if you're interested. There are resources out there. Charisma on Command is pretty cool. I've watched a lot of their content, and that's helped me with my communication skills. Let's see. Okay, so let's throw this out here. Hit you like this. Then we can use this bracket that's holding up these pipes as support. What if we had our cake and ate it too? What if? Well, this down about here, and then extrude this out. We'll snap this later. And then have a connection between this part and this part. I somehow managed to extrude that out as a as an edge, but that's okay. Because then this will hold that pipe up as it's printing. Because again, it's going to print from... It's going to print in this direction. Like, starting here, it's going to go that way. Lily! Oh, Lily, you made it! Hello! Oh, finally. Look at you! So Lily, if you exclamation mark, I think it's exclamation mark away? Exclamation mark away. Is it away? Or is it sleep? Must be sleep. Exclamation mark sleep? Yeah, exclamation mark sleep. It's got you in like a little kiddie pool. But yeah. Kind of phoned it in a little. We'll do some more work on it later. But yeah, you got a scrungle. Congratulations. A little armed dolphin. But yeah, welcome back, Lily. How you doing? Everything okay? Hi, Rain! Lulu. Is everyone just getting their own name for Lily? Yami's calling you Lily. Rain's calling you Lulu. Oh, okay. So I just finished. So hang on, let me show you something. I did some work. So if I go exclamation mark leave, then my little guy goes poop. And now, this is a bug that people have been bringing up a lot. If I drop in as a lurker, it works now. You actually just drop in as a lurker rather than just jumping around. So that's the thing I did. If I then go up, and now also, oh wait, okay. So and the next thing I want to do is I want to also, the next task for me to do is make it so that if you type in something like I'm gonna lurk. Did I finish this up? I don't know if I pushed this. Yeah, okay, I haven't finished that yet. But yeah, that's the next task. And then after that, I want to add in an exclamation mark dance. I'm gonna have to make a little dance versions of everyone's scrungles. But yeah. And then yeah, and so the idea with the exclamation mark dancing is people can, like, you know, run the command whenever they want. But if someone subscribes or follows, everyone's scrungle who's active is gonna do a little dance, do the dance emote thing. I've been thinking about what other people might like if they want to use this for their streams. Exclamation mark dance. Koke, welcome. We don't have a dance yet. Oh, also, Koke, there's a slight bug. If you, exclamation mark leave, if you exclamation mark leave and then type again, you'll get your, scrungle. Your thing, for some reason, loaded up before the script was finished. So, if you do that and then type something again, there you go. Your thing should drop in. Your scrungle should drop in as your guy. I know what the problem is. I know how to fix it. I just, yeah, this is the first time it's popped up. But yes, welcome Koke. How you doing? Are you streaming today? No Koke stream? Lassitude, welcome. But nope. Excellent. Taking a day off. Good for you, buddy. So yeah, we got 3. We got Koke, we got Chaos, we got Lily, and we got me. Okay, so we got 4 custom scrungles. Oh man. Big chillin' day. Excellent. Well, today I am working on 3D printable modular terrain for Wargaming. Got a little pipe system set up. And the next so this is like a I'm calling this a single file system. And then we've got this one, which is a side-by-side, so 2 little miniatures can fit side-by-side, base-to-base. Lily says, Chaos, how does your sleep look? Lily, I'm more interested in how your sleep looks. I think the command is exclamation mark or sleep. That's another thing. Wait. So, shoot, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, that's the other thing I'm working on at the moment is a dictionary system so that you can either do away or sleep or a bunch of different things to set your thing to do various things. Lily, you can do it too. That's the thing you can do. Lily's not listening to me. I don't know. I don't know. Is she got me on mute? Oh, that's a good idea. Exclamation mark help. Hey, there she is. Oh, that's the best sleepy one so far. Oh! Okay, so for your lurk one, I should probably put you in a little kiddie pool for lurking as well. Maybe have like the kiddie pool and then just have kind of like your eyes peeking over the top of it, like with Burley's bucket of BFC. Oh, okay. I'll go in and fix that up after stream. But yeah, so gotta think. Oh, and hey, Les, dude, how you doing? Welcome back. But yeah, an exclamation mark help would be a good idea. I'm actually thinking I might use this. Like, wait, oh shoot, I typed that in the wrong place. I'm thinking I might use that symbol for all the chat party commands. So it'd be like that thing help, that thing leave. Because there's loads of like StreamerBot and Firebot and all that use the exclamation mark. I can't use hash or @ because they're used by Twitch. Percent I can't use because that'll confuse things with the with JavaScript. Star I could possibly use. I could use and or ampersand potentially, but that doesn't look right when you're typing stuff out. So yeah, I'm thinking this might be a good one. I don't know. Oh, Lily! So, I was thinking about something, and I wanted to get your opinion, feedback, your ideas on this. That's what he says, doing good. Tried out Paint plugin today, and it seems to be good for both texture painting in Blender, and even using it for making regular 2D raster art in Blender. Oh, interesting. Okay. Is that a free plugin or is it a paid plugin? I've heard of painting plugin. Oh, okay. So. Um, I was thinking for our next Magma Paint, like the collab Magma Paint thing, where everyone jumps in and paints something together. You think it might be fun to do a Scrungle themed one? Because I've been thinking about potential Scrungle, like, so we've got this command, exclamation mark right. Well, I found the wrong space again. We got this. So I now have commands that allow for skins that anyone can use. So this isn't just me that can use this. This anyone can go exclamation mark red and that guy will turn into a little. I know. I think that's like a blood drop or something. Oh, actually, I should make it so there's like little blood things left behind as he jumps. Okay. That's entirely wrong. But I was thinking we could have like a magma stream where we people can concept and draw their own things, and then I'll animate them afterwards. That's what it says. Free adds layers and other features to Blender texture painting. Not quite Substance Painter, but for me it's plenty. Ah, okay. I'll get my block back, so you and up. Look. Ah, I'm hiding behind the bard. Okay, well, that actually sounds great, because the reason I've been, I definitely want to give that a go, because the reason I've been avoiding Substance Painter is because I don't want to, like, a whole other app to work with. I'd much rather just be able to use, Blender. Blender does the thing I want. Like, can I not just use that? Oh, what's going on here? I broke something? Yeah, you'll fill. Yeah, you'll fill. Apparently I can fill it as triangles. By the way, oh, Lily says, by the way, do you know when Magma Stream is? We haven't come up with a date yet. It's, still... Question mark, question mark, question mark. Is there a day that would be good for you? Well, a day or a date? But yeah, something like that. We can use this bracket as support. Typing here. I think that'd probably work. That looks like it'd be plenty, because, yeah, sprinting... Oh, actually, no, it might not. That's a pretty overhang. But I've seen worse. I don't know. Koge says, UC Paint is great. Oh, you're also a UC Paint appreciator? Awesome. Bastard says, yeah, would have to see if it has enough features for you. I've seen people use it for really professional stuff. Nice to be able to stay in Blender and stick to open source. USGL. Oh, cool. Freddy, welcome! Yeah, I'm kind of I'm kind of struggling, not gonna lie. Trying to figure out. So I want to avoid supports wherever I can, so it can just be printed in one piece without people having to, go snip snip. Um, so getting these sort of overhang pieces, because again, it's gonna print this way. It's gonna print like this. Is gonna start from here and then print its way up. Having these sort of overhang pieces is a bit tricky. So yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how to do this. Chaos says, I need to lay down a bit. I'll be back later. Okay, thank you, for hanging out, Chaos, and I hope you feel better soon, buddy. Oh yeah, Freddy's got an amazing scrungle. I'm so proud of Freddy's scrungle. So cute! It's so cute and fluffy. Gonna lurk while doing house chores, EP. Okay, thanks for visiting, Koke! Enjoy your lurk! Koke's hiding in the grass. You little stray. Fubar, welcome! Gotta get Fubar a scrungle. I think now that Lily's got theirs, I think Fubar might be next on the list if they have any ideas. It's great. Yeah, I'm actually like it. W scrungles. Yes, actually, we got one, two, hang on, we got one, two, four, we got 5 scrungles in. Good work. Yes, it was. I quite appreciated that. That streamer. I'm horrible with names, so I've forgotten it already, but I gave them a follow, so if I see them streaming again, I'll definitely be dropping in. They seemed neat. I might invite them into like the streamer group, because they did say they wanted to meet some more artist streamers, and I might know a few. What if we extrude this out like this? Oh! Oh, this might be the play. Okay. So. If I extrude you out like this, and then do an extrusion here, and then sometime in the near future, we'll connect these two like this. Have an extrusion that goes down here. And then down here. And then across here. Kind of like a... Yeah, that looks like something you'd totally see in like an industrial setting. Like that kind of zigzaggy thing. Could even... East Lily. I think we might have it. Fuba, how you been? Okay, oh shit. Kinda eyeball this. No. Okay, so this might just be enough support that I'll have to print it and test it, but I think that's pretty that's kinda flat. Yeah, that's too much of a bang. Yeah, no way that's gonna happen. Nuts. Always something not working as intended. Um oh no. I'm done. Not with the game, but the world. From start to know almost nothing working out flawlessly. Start to now, almost nothing was working out flawlessly. Always something not working as intended. I would explain it, but there are so many German law things that I can't really translate it. Oh, it's like, oh no. Oh no. German bureaucracy. Oh. Oh! Oh, I know how we do this. Oh, okay. So we delete that. What if we print it as two parts? Print it as this part and this part. Oh. Sorry. Um, but yeah, bureaucracy is, abhorrible. I mean, it could be worse, but it could also definitely be better. Have you considered maybe, starting a rebellion? Select, okay, so now grab you. X. To there. So we print these pipes out as separate halves, and then when we're done, so that'll be that half, so there'll be a piece that, grab all of these, and then we can do the brackets on this side of it, and use the pipe as support. Oh man, this is genius. Now if I shift D this, and we're not increment, shift D this, scale X, no, scale Y, -1, there, so verticing that mute there. So yeah, we print the pipe out. So this one will be printed in that direction. This one will be printed in this direction. And then they just kind of like connect up in the middle there, and then we get our little pipe going down thing, and they all have their suspensions. Fox is so smart. Yes. Oh no, we got AIDS again. Ramus says, Sleepy, I wanted your opinion on something. Could we text or VC sometime? Absolutely. I'm trying to be in VC more often. I'll be in VC. I'll be in study hall after stream. Once I've gone and got myself something to eat. So yeah, absolutely. Oh wait, you were in ads when I said that. I guess I'll repeat that. Bubas said, I would if the chances of success would be higher. Freddy says Fox is so smart. Thank you. I'm feeling pretty smart right now. Lily says there are no ads for me. Oh, look at you. Okay, rotate this. Okay, they're not correct. That's okay. Just grab an X, snap you to there. Okay. Oh, hang on. And grab Z. EZ, snap you to there. I mean... Billy says, Freddy, are you sure with that? I mean, for the moment, I'm pretty smart. Give me a minute. Yeah, like, just let me be smart. I'll do something stupid eventually. Okay, so. And then, like I said before, we use... Welcome back, Rain! Ah, Rain! Okay. So, I said... I said before, I replied to the Sleepy, I wanted your opinion on something, and then I read the ads part. But yes, I'll be in Discord after stream, after I've gotten myself something to eat. So if you're free after stream tonight, sure, I'd love to give you my opinions on whatever it is you're working on. Oh! Oh, hang on. We could print this in two separate... Oh, do we want to... So, we did a thing over here. What was it? So we print one of these... Yeah, so we're printing these in three separate parts. Yeah, so this is printed in three parts. I've connected them here, so... Connect? They shouldn't be connected. Anyway, so yeah, we're printing these ones in three separate parts. Oh, it's because I've got a mirror on. So yeah, it's going to print this part, and then this part, and then this part. Just so I can, like, you know, not have layer lines. And then you just glue them together. What if I did the same thing for this? Instead of having it here, have it... We cut this in half. And have it here. So, in terms of, like, placeable stuff. So when it's printed... Oh, it's more of a social thing. Also, choose a viewer? Choose someone at random? Freddy. Because they're the first ones whose Scrungle I saw. I had to call my eye on the, But I've got my OBS kind of, like, zoomed in here, so I can see Scrungles running by. And, yeah, Freddy was the first one I saw run past. So, yeah, Freddy. Okay, so, if we print this in two separate pieces, then these two bits will be flat. So they won't need any supports. And then when it's done, we just glue the thing together. And... it doesn't look quite right. Oh no, it's fine, it's just the, yeah, that's fine. But yeah, so they'll be flat, so they won't need any supports. And then we can also have shenanigans inside of them. So this will be the base. Printing up this way. Oh, Rainmus says, gifted a tier 1 sub to Freddy. Oh, thank you so much, Rain! Yay! Rain says, meow, I gotta go now, but I'll try to make it later. Oh, okay, so I'm gonna be trying to be available in the Discord more often next couple of days. I've been kind of burnt out because of, you know, I had some family stuff to deal with, so that was kind of like social media's kind of been on the floor. But, I'm gonna be trying to be in the Discord more often, so hopefully you'll be able to catch me there at some point in the near future. But if not, we can always just chat in DMs about whatever it is you're thinking of. Yes, good luck, Rain! Thank you so much for hanging out, and thank you so much for the subscription. So. Lily... this now, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this. So this is gonna be our wonderful day, everyone. Aw. Bye, Rain! So we're gonna go and do a cut down the middle of this. And then we're gonna key selection and separate these two. So these are two separate meshes. Gonna move you out of the way for a minute. Scoot to there. Oh, hang on, wait. I don't move. Get separated as well. Join you two together. J, and then we'll move all the errand vertices. Distance. But says, thanks, you too. Take care. So it says, that Rain missed. You too, Rain. So, blood, come over here. And I'm gonna do the same thing. Okay, I'm gonna join all these fellas. Because it's getting a little silly not having you joined. And what I should really do is that thing that Freddy suggested. Like, have these be separate as well. Oh, no, hang on. Freddy suggested that we, have the best of both worlds. Have a version where it's printable with these things attached and printable with these things separate. So, definitely doing that. So, snap you over here. Okay, cool. So, we'll snap you, vertice, here. Then bring this thing. Oh, good luck, Lily! And we'll snap you to there. Yeah. Okay, printing each of these panels in two pieces is opening up so many possibilities. Oh, yes. No, okay, Freddy, you're absolutely correct. So, but I have two considerations here. One is printing, and two is assembly. So, I wanna... So there's printability in terms of, not needing... or needing fewer supports, and then there's also the assembly factor. So I do want accommodate people who just want to print something, who just want to press a button, go away for an hour, come back, and have a piece of kit that they can, you know, throw on the table with minimal assembly. And I also want to take into accountability people who want to paint up their things and, like, you know, get in there, get all the cool details in. So yeah, I think the best of both worlds would be to have two different versions. One that's, one that's print in place, and one that's kind of... yeah. And also, you're also right in the, resin thing, because resin printing is different from FDM. I'm kind of focusing on the FDM printing for the terrain, because I feel like it just makes more sense, because FDM printing's faster, it's cheaper, it's easier. Resin printing has, like, a lot of toxic chemicals. But you lose those fine details. But with terrain, you don't really mind about the fine details. In fact, you kind of want it to be faster, and you kind of want it to be easier, and you kind of want it to be cheaper. Like resin, PLA filament is much cheaper than liquid resin. And again, easy, it's safe to handle and stuff. Oh, Freddy says, of course, I don't have any experience in printing FDM. Oh, FDM's very easy. Makes sense. I'm giving it to my bro to print, so he'll be happy. Ah, wait, does your bro have an FDM or a, resin printer? I think you mentioned that they have a resin printer. But this will be, resin safe as well. So, it's all good either way. So, let's take these cables, this, and, all of the... Oh man, printing these out in 2 separate pieces is gonna be so good. So many opportunities. Here. And now we can even have some... So yeah, you're just gonna glue onto there, you're gonna glue to there. We've got that bracket there. Let's grab... Oops. Back to purchasing. Annie? There we go. That's what we're looking for. Oh, he had an FDM, and I have resin, so we can help each other out. Oh, that's actually genius! Hmm. Well, these will be resin printable, absolutely, but I think for terrain, FDM's definitely the way to go on so many levels. Like there's like resin printing's incredibly good for miniature printing. Like, oh my goodness, I've seen some amazing quality prints with just home resin printers. But again, for terrain, I really do feel like FDM is the way to go. For those who don't know, resin printing is using a photosensitive light to cure a liquid resin. So it's basically got like an LCD screen at the base, and it's got a vat of resin inside it, and a plate that's pressed up against the LCD screen. And as the plate raises up, the resin kind of like floods in between the screen and the plate. And the screen will flash these UV rays into the resin in a certain pattern. Like it'll show basically an image on the LCD screen, and that'll cure the resin in the shape of whatever's on the screen. And that'll be the first layer, and then the plate will rise up just like a fraction of a millimeter, and then it'll flash another image, and then so on. Plate rises up, flashes another image, plate rises up, flashes another image, and that's how it kind of like prints, top down, slowly, kind of like as it raises up, and you wind up with a model sort of generating underneath it. It's really, it's just magical to watch. And then, yeah, when you're done, you wind up with a little model. FDM printing is kinda, it's what most people think of when they think of printing. It's like a big old print head on a gantry. And it looks like it's much more industrial looking. Like, resin printing looks extremely sci-fi. FDM printing is very industrial. But yeah, it's got this arm that kind of like moves left and right, forwards and backwards, and then it's got a plate underneath it that can move a little as well, but generally doesn't move too much. Oh, and the print head also can move up and down. And it'll just draw. The print head will move around and draw a line of liquid filament from a spool, like a roll of printing stock. And yeah, it'll draw out a shape, and then it'll move up like a fraction of a millimeter, and then it'll draw another shape, and then it'll move up a fraction. And so yeah, it just prints up layer by layer. Oh my god, yes, Freddy. Freddy says, resin printing is Star Trek and FDM is The Expanse. 100, yeah, that's kind of ideal, yeah. Nailed it. I'm thinking, if we... Okay, so I want to do something with the bottom of this because we're printing this in 2 pieces. I'm thinking if we take this fella, Shift D, because this is getting printed in this direction. So I need to get like an arrow. Oh, hang on, wait, I can just go with the pen tool. So this is printing in this direction. Whereas this one here is printing in this direction. So, what I'm thinking is, we can have a connection point here with this. So this part here will be flat. And then we can have these 2 things connect to each other along here. So. And then if this connection here is gradual enough, we extrude this out and then snap this to there. The printer isn't gonna mind. Terribly much about it being an overhang. In fact, yeah. And then do the same thing on the other side so they merge back together. So if we join you 2 for now. And then we're gonna need this bracket back. And then grab you to here. I'm gonna need to split you in half. Need you. Then we have kind of like a half bracket here. That is sort of. Hang on. That is here. Take what? Gimme. I don't know what your problem is right now, but just grab you lot. Oh, you're not connected. That's why you're upset with me. And then grab all of you. Come on, gimme. Alright. And yeah, we can have a cool sort of split here as well. I'm just trying to come up with ways to make these wall bits different, unique, so that they're not all the same, like from panel to panel. And this is really cool. I'm very happy with this. We've got to separate you out though. And when you actually wait. It's, here. This bracket thing's going to be in 2 halves. And then, yeah, we can do the same thing. Haha! Ah, this is so cool. We can delete you. We don't need you anymore. D, and then we'll scale X -1, and that'll flip that. What? Oh. Scale Y -1. I'll put that there. And then, yeah, so when these 2 join all these up, and delaying joining these for no apparent reason. Okay. Now, and then when they're connected back together, it'll look like this. Oh, I didn't join you. And yeah, we'll have this pipe here, coming around here, which is something I've been really wanting to make happen. I have this pipe here doing this thing. We'll have the power box here. Be nice to do something with this, but, you know, we don't need to. Maybe we could do a similar thing with this? I don't know. But yeah, that's really cool. Okay, I'm super happy with this. And I think this will print just fine. Yeah, this will be hallway A. It'll be hallway B. Hallway B is just like a standard single print thing. Don't need to worry too much about this. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. All right, let's get into these corner pieces. Now I'm thinking, like with these, actually let's merge all these together. We're gonna need to do a lot of tidying up on this because none of these are merged, none of these are joined. This is not gonna print very well at all. Oh, actually, it might print okay, but I would like to tidy it up. But yeah, so these are printed in 2 parts. You glue them together when you're done. They're just gonna. Oh, actually, you can either glue them or I can add some little pegs. So you can print out sort of peg and hook systems. Like just put little holes in these that have a sort of inset, and then print out little peg things that have they'll kind of look like alligator heads. So they'll push in one way, and then once they're in, they'll be stuck. So yeah, I can yeah, just have little pegs that'll snap these together, or like jigsaw cutouts, or maybe like little slots. Oh, my there's my drawing from before. I was wondering where that went. Or maybe just like little slots in the bottom. You can just put a little things in. Anyway, lots of ways we can join these. So I'm thinking printing these out in 3 parts, much like these T-junctions would be the way to go. So we need to let's start by joining all this together. We've got a baseline. Yeah. Need this one to be the base. So delete 2 and Shift D rotate over here. You over here. And then we're gonna need to rotate this. Shift D, rotate this. Actually, no, we don't want that rotated. We want big ones on the back here. So now we've got to come up with some way of getting these pipes here over to here. These pipes here over to here. So I'm thinking, if we have some kind of system that brings all these things down to the floor and curves this around. Hang on. So we're gonna have a little gangway sort of thing that is lifted up off the floor, is about 2 wide, and just comes across here. Let's see. Oh! I can use these fellas. I can use these again. But let's see. You. And rotate you around like that. So yeah, there'll be a little plate here. And I'm just gonna scale this in X for now. We'll make a proper one later. Electro shout out! Scale in X. So yeah, this is the walkway this direction. And then there's gonna be like a little step here. Let's see if we can go in. Clean up these. So yeah, a little stepway here. And then these pipes here do all their rerouting shenanigans underneath this. So, you know, troops, personnel, whatever, they kind of... Oh, and there'd also need to be 50 step here. So anyone coming in this direction would step up here and be on this gantry-way, and then if we want to go this way, they step down and go that way, step down and go that way. And that way we can have all of our pipes kind of doing their shenanigans under here, have all the T-junctions and stuff, and then they reconnect wherever they need to be. It's going to be a tight squeeze, but I think we can do it. And same with these fellas. But yeah, how to manage it? That's the question. This is I like your vision. Sorry, I'm here and gone again, just at work. Oh, I see. It's okay, buddy. I appreciate the company all the same. I understand you're yeah, gotta deal with that grind. You got this, buddy. Okay, so this is okay. So you, I just want to grab all of these so we know what we're dealing with. Grab all these pipes. We shift D, separate, and then drag all of you over here. So. This big one here can just come straight across and just straight up merge with what's going on here. Shift D, rotate. So yeah, you can just straight up plug in there. That's no biggie. You're easy. This one here, not so much. Why don't I do this with splines? Yeah, I think splines might be the way to go. So let's make sure our cursor's centered. Add a curve. I think we'll do it with the path. Just go snap you to here. And in the middle, get rid of you. Okay, so we now grab and move to here. Get this charming little arc. If we move this step over to the side, so this is going to be a single file section. So anyone coming into this T-junction is going to have to go single file. A nice little bottleneck. And then, if we take this section here, bring you across here, then bring you to here. Extrude you out and down, and then extrude you out and across. Yeah, we can have a big old pipe that kind of like does a little snake here, comes across to here, and then comes up. Comes up and plugs into this one here, like so. Let's, we gotta... I messed this up. How do I... Can I... subdivide between... Oh, I can! Excellent! And then, yeah, we'll just kind of eyeball this. So yeah, we'll have a pipe that... So this pipe here comes down around here and plugs into this. Let's just, grab all of you. 50 and move that. Yeah, this pipe then comes... Yeah, so this comes down, around, and into there. You're not in the right place. Oh wait, no you are, yes, just because you... really weird twist. So yeah, you just here... Oh, actually, hang on. Hang on. You're gonna need to twist like that. You're gonna need... You're out here. Let's subdivide you as well. Up here and across here. Let's snap you. Vertice. This. Yeah, this pipe comes around here, down here, and then plugs into there. No idea how this is gonna print, but we'll figure it out. Okay, so that's that figured out. How are we gonna get these smaller pipes in? So usually you'd have them running across the room or something. We don't have room for that. Let's see. Let's grab you lot. Shuffle you over here. Have to... Really? But yeah, you then kind of plug into there. I do like the idea of people having to follow each other and block each other in this. I'm used to playing pretty open maps. Oh! So this is going to be both. So these are just kind of like the edge sections of, like, the map. As we continue, we're going to be making, like, bigger and bigger spaces. So, like, a large sort of subway area. So, you know, I don't know if you've got subways where you are, but I love exploring subways. I actually went into some off-limits spaces when I was in San Francisco, and yeah, just checking out the subway system. And there's some quite large areas down there, especially when you have the sections of tunnel where they have bi-directional train lines. So those are going to be our, like, big open areas. Those spaces and large spaces within the bunker complex. So it's not going to get yourself into a horror movie. I am the horror. Yeah, these are, like, the edge cases. Like, not... Oh, I was explaining how sports work with that. This isn't going to be the whole map. This is just the extreme claustrophobic sections of it that are kind of like, you know, maybe at the fringes or maybe in the middle or wherever the level designer wants to put them. But yeah, nice little spaces like this, I feel, are pretty cool for giving the infantry a chance to shine. Because if you've got narrow spaces like this that are kind of like wrapping around the larger bi-directional subway things where all the like larger monsters and vehicles are operating. It gives them a chance to, like, you know, come around and take positions and flank enemies from a direction that the vehicles and monsters can't either follow them into, especially if you're like a large melee monster. Like, I think the wolf could probably fit in here. I don't know, would the wolf fit in here? I think we actually need to scale these down a bit. Scale might be a little off. But yeah, it'd be nice for these to be large enough for a wolf to fit down. Can you imagine a werewolf? For those who don't know, French Crusade. The wolf is a heretic creature that's designed for, like, trench busting. Kind of designed exactly for this purpose. This beautiful fella. Be nice if we had one next to a regular. Ooh, these guys are cool. Yeah, this is the werewolf. It's kind of like a siege, trench buster kind of critter. I'd love to have one next to a regular dude scale. Stop. Stop. But yeah, the wolves, they're like the large mass cull. Oh man, some of these animations are great. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, I'm not seeing any next to regular infantry. Oh, there's a really cool war hyena. Let me search that. I've never heard of a war hyena. Ah, what the heck? Oh, that's code. What hyena? Oh, God damn it! No. My Control C isn't working in OBS for some reason. There we go. War hyena. I think it's because I gotta keep my mouse in the place where I'm copying. Ooh! Oh, that is cool. Oh, look at that face on that one. Cool. That's an amazing sculpt. Do you have any pictures of this guy next to regular infantry? The orange one? Oh! The orange one. Oh, this fella? Oh, you did this? Oh, that's so cool! You did such a good job with the goopy bits. He looks so wet. Ooh. Oh, he looks so painful. Good job. Amazing. Oh wait, hang on, did you mean this orange one? Media poster. Playing Trench Crusade with 3D printer is great. I can update models. Ah, cool. Oh, you did a turntable. How did you do the turntable? Oh, actually, this is ideal. This has miniatures next with scale. Okay, this is perfect. So his base is about double that of each of these guys. So this would actually be ideal for this size space here would be ideal for the war hyena / werewolf, because the werewolf could fill this entire space just with its own mass and absolutely, you know, slaughter anything coming up and down these pipes. Possibly even fitting in. No, I think this would be like infantry only. So yeah, you got stages. You got infantry only. You got smaller monsters like the war hyena for these spaces, and then you got larger monsters in the subway tunnels, and then, you know, even larger monsters in the bi-directional subway tunnels and the subway stations. Let's see. How are we gonna get this pipe in? I think we might be able to squeeze it. Oh, I know. So, if we send you up just a smidge more, and we duplicate, and yeah, we duplicate this. Well, we'll start with this one. We shift B, and we put this step on top of this pipe. Ooh, this is cool. Okay. I'm very happy with how this is going. Put this step on top of this pipe. And then take, I guess, this section here. Delete faces. I'll do the same on this side, just so that we're symmetrical. Yeah, you. Guess blood as well. Actually, hang on. What? No. Oh god, this is difficult. You know what? Let's just that. We'll make a proper version later. This is kind of figuring stuff out. This is the fuck around stage. We'll find out later. Rotate this. And pop this here. Now we've got all this extra room to play with. This winds up with a large step that's, you know, that their heads are going to be pressing up against the roof as they go through here. Oh, actually, hang on. We don't need this to be this tall, though. This one only needs to be that tall. We can put another step in here, maybe. Scale in X, make this a little wider. These are single footstep section. Let's take these bits here out. Faces, link select, delete those faces. Cross to there. Down. Okay, so that's how the stairway works. Step, up, and then that gives this guy just enough room to maybe bonk his head on the roof coming over. Those steps. No idea how this is gonna print, but we'll worry about that. That's the future me problem. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So if we take okay, delete you two. 3. No, not you. You. Future problems don't exist. They do exist, but that's future me's problem. We hate that guy. Not a future me fan. I probably should care more about future me, but you know what? They can look after themselves. He's a big boy. Okay, so now we have enough room to sneak this pipe here in under here. Somehow. Ooh, actually. So what I can do is shift So we're gonna duplicate this. Do down increments. Down to here. Alright, so we're just gonna eyeball this. Wrong one. Let's see. Actually, let's delete all of these and extrusion here. So you come out of here, extrude, stay here, down to here, and then extrude. Then you plug into this one here. Bring down, and then to there. Let's go ahead and smooth these. Any? Curves. Shoot. Twice at least curve. Curve? Ah, whatever. So, yeah, so you can just plug into there. And then you can do the same thing around there. So we can, yeah, we can sneak those across. Now, we just need to type 2. So these top 2. Actually, it might be more interesting to have this top one here. So if we set plot up to here, okay, so that's much more interesting. So this top one here then feeds down to this bottom one here. This one here is just gonna wrap around and go into there, and then wrap around there, and no idea what these are gonna do. I guess maybe just have them come down onto the floor and then somehow worm their way around all this. I mean, they are power cables. So they can do the worm. This is going to be a very, very interesting intersection. It's going to be pipes and shenanigans everywhere, which is exactly what I'm going for. Like, this is this T junction and this X junction are going to be kind of the centerpieces for this maintenance tunnel set. Like, absolutely festoon. I never made... Oh, hang on. I just realized we were going to do like a little crate thing at the bottom of these. This would be the perfect place to do that. Actually, no. Yeah, this end. At either end of those, have like a little crate section, and then a little printable bit. Greebles everywhere. Oh, yeah. We're going to greeble the heck out of this. But I'm thinking... So at the end of these, let's see, and add a cut here, cut here, cut here. B. Let's see. And then cut here, cut here. Another cut here, cut here, cut here, cut here, cut here. And okay, I think this is what we want. Okay, you'll see what I mean in just a second. Grab all of this. And then all of this. And then grab logs. Need you. extrude this down to here, extrude down to there. Oh, hang on, no. Skip 2 and extrude down to here. So we're gonna have this little shelf here that we can set a grate on, and then down underneath here we're gonna have a little channel. It's kind of like a, I guess, a flood overflow channel sort of thing. Let's clear out all of our double verts. Yeah, extrude you down, and bridge you to. And then blood. Oh, and you. Might as well grab these ends as well. So when we print this out, we're gonna have, so because it's printing in this direction. So hang on, this direction. We can have these long channels underneath. Put a grate there, and then when it's finished, this bit's going to be flush against that bit. So we can have this little thing here with an underhang. And yeah, it's an awesome little fluid sort of trap grate thing. Awesome. That's a great little greeble to have. I'll have to make a little grate for that later. But yeah, it's great. It's a great grate. And an awesome greeble. Fill these in. Yeah. Okay, fill. But I think I really do feel like this is an important part of, like, not just Trench Crusade, but a lot of wargaming stuff in general. Like, everyone wants to do the the hero props. They want to do the war hyena. They want to do the epic heroes. They want to do the super heavy tanks. But no one's really concerned with making the terrain that everything's happening on. And a lot of the time when I see these wargaming showcases on YouTube, all the units are just so immaculately painted and designed and sculpted and so creative and amazing looking. And then the terrain is just a pile of books with some green cloth draped over it. Chaos says, I'm back for a bit. Welcome back, Chaos! Hello! We've been greebling. How you doing, buddy? Did you have a good rest? Did you have any kind of rest? But yeah, it disappoints me greatly how little effort seems to be put into the terrain. So it'd be nice to have a set that people can just, you know, quickly print out, quickly spray paint, or I don't know what it's called when you just dunk it into a bottle of paint. Terrain would be very fitting for Adeptus Mechanica stuff. Oh yeah, absolutely. I am kind of an AdMech main myself. Oh hey, Freddy shout out. And then this thing here sits in here. Scale you down now. Okay, no. Get you this way. And then we'll pop. I believe this is correct. Oh no, okay, cool. So, good thing we checked. We actually need to be about here. Oh, I missed... Oh, feeling a bit better. Got myself some tea. Oh, wonderful. Very multifunctional. I do want it to be universe agnostic for sure. Like a little bit of Trench Crusade, a little bit of 40k, a little bit of whatever you need. And let's see. I think scrap the, and then we'll scale it out in that direction until it fits. I think selection, select you. Down to there. Now, Z. Yeah, wait. Scale in X. Pull up most of the face. Now. Grab all of this and move. Hang on, wait. No. All of this and what? Out here. And yeah, now we've got a cool little drainage grate. And we can do that on either side if we want. And yeah, when this prints out, you can just, slot that there and then print out one of these smaller grates. Stick that on top. Would be nice to have some more floor greebles. But then also, it would be cool to not have as many floor greebles, because then we can have, like, some nice bare concrete that people can just operate on. Yeah, I think bare concrete would be nicer. We can add some, like, trash, maybe some, like, crumpled up newspaper sort of things, but keep this stuff interesting. Or maybe, like, separate pieces that you can just kind of, like, lay about. Skulls, bodies, that sort of thing. Fun stuff. Okay, so now we need to plug in this one, and this one. And have these two kind of coming across and plugging into here somewhere. That should be fairly easy. You just kind of gotta come across here. Yeah, come down under here, worm your way across here, come under here, and then up. Yeah, easy. Easy peasy. Is that our first ad? Freddy says people can always add their props, and flat floors make it easier to place one on. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Having a couple of little slots like this, I think is good to keep things interesting. But having it mostly flat would be ideal, especially if you're like sliding units along, like people might not always pick their units up perfectly. It's a little too much hazard, they'll you know, get caught on things and knock terrain over. So yeah, I think having them flat would be smarter, or at least most flat. Little spots like this. It's a treat, but mostly flat. Oh! Would be good to have like a collapsed tunnel segment. So just a segment that terminates in just like a whole heap of fractured concrete and busted up pipes. So you can have like a T-junction here, and then just have like a broken part here that just winds up making it a straight. Zenidora! That was the name of the person that we rated yesterday. Art streamer. Pretty cool. Okay, so now let's plan out. Oh yeah, we need... Wait, yeah, we need to get you. We need to get these ones across as well. I'm gonna do that, especially with this in the way. Oh, hang on, I know. Let me just move this down. So, yeah, so we do that instead. Oh, and we can also this. So yeah, that'll be that pipe, and then we can have these three kind of snake their way across here, and then maybe around a little, down onto the floor, and then come under the step. Come up the other side and plug into all these somehow. Man, figuring out how to print this piece is going to be a nightmare. But yeah, we'll design it first, and then we'll figure out how to cut it. Yeah, so we'll lay out all these splines first. So we've got an idea of how it might look. Then we'll have a pass on thinking how we're going to cut it. And then we'll do a pass on how we're actually going to model it. And this guy's sword's really thick. My god. Like, I know it's thick because it makes it easier to print, but damn, that's a lot of metal. A lot of metal to be hunking around, my dude. Your arm's getting sore holding it like that? You okay, buddy? Oh. I just noticed, like, on his back, this is a rendered down version that I decimated. But yeah, it's got like a little blanket thing, like a sleep roll, and then on here, maybe this is like concertina wire or something? Got some grenades. His faith gives him strength. That's a lot of faith, buddy. So... oh boy, this is, it's quite... oh, okay, so you... okay, so I'm actually gonna control Z what we did with this. Because we really need this space here from getting all these pipes somehow right under here. The sword that big, how can it even cut? Well, maybe it's for bonking. There are, like, folding swords. So the idea is that you hit the thing, and then rather than the cutting blade be what damages this, the mass of momentum that just causes whatever it's impacting to just fold around it and acts more like a mace or a club. with a point, with something of an edge. Oh, so it's kind of like axes. Like if you're cutting wood, like wood cutting axes, they have a very shallow, steep. Yeah, they have a very steep cutting angle because the point of them is to split what they're cutting, not like actually cut it. Because if you're cutting something with a wood axe, it's gonna get stuck in whatever it is. And if you look like a battle axe by comparison, it's very, very thin and has a very aggressive angle to it. So maybe it's kind of like that. Maybe it's more for chopping and lopping off limbs and breaking bones than actually like slicing. Which makes sense, because if your enemy's wearing armor, like this guy's wearing head-to-toe armor, a traditional sword would be useless against this guy, because it's covered in metal. But a sword like this would be incredibly effective against the guy in armor, because it's not focused on cutting, it's just mass. So it'd be trying to like bend and crush the armor, and it'd act more like a mace. It kind of makes sense, I think, to have, like, assuming he can wield the damn thing, which, like, the weight of it's a whole another matter, but I think it not being a cutting weapon actually kind of makes more sense, possibly, in this context, if the enemies are similarly armored to this guy. Yeah, maybe. Just don't mind me, just nerding out. Style points. Yeah, exactly. Style points. Let's shifty this across. Figure out how we're gonna pipe this one across. Now, this is where things get interesting. Actually, what if we just... Okay, so if we straight down, and then... Okay, there's no way there's gonna be enough room for this pipe to... around that. Lassadu says, who says it's not a mace? Just one that can also stab. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, use it more like a bludgeoning weapon than a cutting weapon. Because again, cutting weapons are useless against armor. Bludgeoning weapons, on the other hand, are a nightmare. Yeah, I'm with Lassadu on this one. It's definitely a bludgeoning mace style weapon. And if I got some, like, weird, like, techno stuff going on, because it's kind of like a steampunky era. Like, it's post-industrial revolution setting. So, maybe there's some techno nonsense going on with the sword. Maybe it's like, oh, I did read an interesting idea about mercury-filled swords. So, the sword is hollowed out, and then inside is mercury, which is like a very dense metal that's liquid at room temperature. So it's only half. So it's half filled with mercury and then vacuum sealed. So it's vacuum pumped. So it's just like very low density air in half of it, and then mercury in the other half. So when you swing it, the weight. So the mercury will via centrifugal force. Hang on, let me add in a quick cheeky sphere. So, the mercury blob inside the sword, when you swing it down, it'll go up via centrifugal force and basically act like a flail. You know, a flail, the big spiky ball on the end of a chain on the end of a stick. So as the mass moves up to the tip, as you're swinging it, it increases its velocity significantly, and therefore its, impact at the tip. So maybe that's why it's so thick. Maybe it's like hollow on the inside, and each of these sections is like a tube that meets at the middle. So when he swings it, yeah, the liquid metal inside flies up to the top, and then when it strikes like 10 times the velocity. Maybe that's what's going on. Because it's definitely thick enough. And then when it impacts, especially like if it impacts with the tip, that would be like, again, like a woodcutting axe. Like it'd split whatever it's impacting. Because this part here would be much, much denser. And you're usually, like, striking with the tip of your sword. Like, Japanese katanas, I know at least, they focus 99% of their effort in sharpening the top third of the blade, because that's what you're striking, like, you're cutting with most of the time. Or a cheap version from the... Freddy says, or a cheap version from the old days, pour some concrete into the end of a hollow aluminum baseball bat. Yeah! Wait, hang on, no. But does it say liquid? No, the point is that it stays liquid. So, I mean, but yeah, if you want to make it more top-heavy. But the point of the liquid mercury is that it moves as you swing. So when so you get the agility of something that's well balanced. So having something that's top-heavy, like an axe, is very difficult to maneuver accurately. But having something that's balanced more towards the... Hang on, let's bring back out. So having something that's weighted at the tip gives you a lot more striking force, like inertia. Yeah, like that's what you said. It's a lot more inertia. But having something that's down close to the base makes it a lot more maneuverable. You can do more precise strikes. Something that has liquid inside, theoretically, you'd get the best of both worlds. You'd have it be much more maneuverable and easier to swing around. But once you start, a lot more maneuverable when you start your swing. But then once the inertia of the thing gets going, the weight's going to move to the top because of centrifugal force. Centrifuge or centrifugal? I forget the difference. It's going to move to the top, so you're going to get that enormous amount of inertia as you're swinging it and putting, the weight, putting the power into the swing. So you get, like Freddy was saying, the concrete at the end of the baseball bat bonus to its inertia, and, the regular base bat, the hollow base bat maneuverability. And, yeah. So maybe that's what's going on here. Maybe it's like a cutting... It's a chopping blade, not a cutting blade, and it's also hollow on the inside, filled with mercury, to give it that extra inertia while still maintaining maneuverability. Yeah, that's my headcanon. That's how this sword works. Changed my mind. Shit, I want to build one of these now. I really want to test this idea now. I really do think this would be an incredibly effective weapon against armor. And cheap too, because mercury's not that expensive. And the machining of the blade wouldn't be too hard, especially with, industrial manufacturing. Heck, you could probably even cast it. Hale says Lamau. What? What you Lamau to me for? I'm just... I'm just a nerd. Leave me alone. Okay, so... Could we maybe... squeeze this pipe under here? Have you come down here? And then somehow... Oh, hang on, so you go down there. We could then sneak you across here. Okay, so yeah, we could probably squeeze you across here. Then come under here. Go under there. And across here. It's here. And then up. And maybe plug into here? Yes? Yeah, we can plug you into there. So yeah, well, that can be that one. That might fit. That's what he says, what about half filling it with lead shot? That would be a lot cheaper and easy to manufacture. Yes, but wouldn't the shot be likely to, kinda get bunched up, halfway? I feel like, especially given how it kinda, tapers, it's two parts, and then they kinda taper at the end. I feel like lead shot, they'd be likely to grip each other and deform and kinda, get stuck, bunched up halfway. And then you'd lose the effect. And especially if they get, properly jammed in there. Liquid's always got, especially liquid mercury. Liquid mercury is very viscous. Viscous? No, what's the opposite of viscous? It's very... It doesn't stick to anything at all, except humans. Like, don't... It'll stick to your hands. But another metal, like steel, especially if it's like, you know, stainless steel or something like that, it's not going to stick to it at all. It's just going to slide. It's going to slide very fluidly and very effectively. Lead shot, I feel like, would probably get jammed up very easily, especially given how soft it can be. Like, if you're swinging it, like, really hard, I think there's a pretty good chance of them kind of, like, just getting locked in. Buckshot, but birdshot should be fine. Or some other small heavy balls. Maybe... brass balls? Brass ball bearings? Steel ball bearings would probably be the ideal, because they're not going to deform as much. But then you still got the locking up issue. Like, yeah. What about larger ball bearings? So, instead of, like, lots and lots of smaller ball bearings, what if you had, like, a singular one that's just, or a row of them that are each just large enough to fit in the heart, in the hollow section? Depleted uranium balls. Yeah, that's very Adeptus Mechanicus. But if well, I'll deplete your uranium balls. But if you had just like, hang on, where's our reference? We got to bring back another meta ball. So what? So what if instead of like them being super tiny, what if they were just like this, barely big enough to fit inside this hollow section? See, that way they won't get like in each other's way, and they can just slide up and down in a row. So just grab another one of those. So yeah, they're not going to be, in fact, they're going to dislodge each other as they're going up and down. Yeah, a string of ball bearings is kind of like shoot up and down as they swing. That might work. But yeah, if it's a whole bunch of little ones, I feel like they probably get stuck. I think very small would work better than large. I believe the large ones wouldn't have as much inertia benefits of lots of small. You're right, but I feel like you're trading off the inertia bonus for reliability. And with a weapon, reliability is kind of the main objective. Like, if you're not 100% sure it's going to work every time consistently, you're going to go with a subpar solution. Like a superior weapon that's has a 1 in 1,000 chance of failing is going to be inferior to a, less effective weapon that has a 1 in 10,000 chance of failing. So yeah, it's a trade-off. That's why weapons are very slow to be adopted. You always hear about X nations develop some awesome new technology, but then it takes them like a decade to actually deploy it. It's because, you spend all that time making sure it's absolutely 100% reliable all the time. So, yeah, I think the slim chance of small ball bearings getting stuck on the way up would be kind of a showstopper. But again, the larger ones, maybe. But I really do think liquid mercury is definitely the best of both worlds, because maximum inertia and maximum reliability, because it's a liquid, it's not getting stuck. And I don't think cost is really an issue with this guy, because I mean, look at him, he's head to toe in armor. This is not cheap. Like, he's already like way blown his budget. He's not gonna worry about, skimping money on mercury, liquid mercury. Like, that's the that's the cheapest part of this kit. Liquid mercury in your sword. And also, liquid mercury is like toxic as hell, which is extra fun because if it breaks, like if your blade breaks on whatever you're cutting, it's gonna spray the thing with liquid mercury, which is, especially if you cut it just a little and then your sword breaks open and you got all mercury up in this creature's wound. Oh man, I don't care how much demonic energy you have, that's gonna ruin your day. I'm talking very small. Yeah, but the smaller you go, like have you ever poured sand through a tube? Like a really like take a really long pipe and a funnel and pour a bucket of sand in it. It's gonna get stuck at some point. Like the finer it is, the like that doesn't solve the problem until you get to the point where it's a liquid. Unless you're like some kind of super fluid. But yeah. Let's see. Okay, so I think that'd be enough space for that. Okay, so we got this pipe. Oh, we got this pipe sorted. We got this pipe sorted. We got this pipe sorted. This pipe sorted. We just gotta figure out how to get this one across. Honestly, kind of stumped. Oh, hang on. What if we... What if we send... Alright, I wanna do something. Add modifier, generate, curve to tube. Oops. I'm just gonna quickly add this in. Resolution, up the resolution a bit. So yeah, let's add the modifiers onto these. Generate, curve to tube. That's a bit too big. I think 2.5 is the size of this one. Yep. And let's copy this to selected. Last week said, I used to play with liquid mercury when I was a child. Oh, okay. I've never actually handled liquid mercury. Do you think the liquid mercury in the sword idea would work? Like, as someone who has experience messing around with the stuff? Okay, so seems like we don't have enough space to pull this off, after all. I mean, it looks heckin' cool. You know what, let's just squeeze them in. That's fine, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Are we missing one? Oh, hang on, yeah, we got this, yeah. Get rid of now. Man, this makes such a cool... such a cool... Dang. Well, heck, I think I might be in a bit of a pickle. Hmm. There'd be enough space to sneak it under here? Possibly. Okay. Hmm. Okay. So, what if... Okay, we'll sub to here. Bring up to here. And then you... Here. I feel like I'm playing Satisfactory. I also know how... Sorry, Jumpy would know how to type this. Yeah, it's might know too. They've got a lot of Factorio experience. But I'm thinking, if we can get... So, yeah, now let me, not pull B. We can get you somehow down to here. It's here, down here. Ah! Go. Down here. Across here. How are we just going under this step here? Ah, there we go. Okay, yeah, this is it. We got it. And then you can come across here. It's here. Up. Up. And across. Haha, got him. Okay, cool. That works. We got this horrific massive pipes here, which is exactly what we want. We love these horrific tangles of piping that just makes you think, oh god, how? Why? This is the true horror of the setting. Whoever came up with this abominable piping system. Oh, gotta bring this up just edge. There we go. Alright, cool. So, it's gonna wrap straight around. Let's, grab... This'll do. So that's how that's gonna go. Lassadu says, should work. Shrugs. I think the bigger difficulty would be manufacturing a hollow sword, both from a technical challenge and having it be strong enough to trust as a bludgeoning weapon. Liquid versus dry fill would be a smaller issue. I think handling mercury actually gives me better knowledge. Huh? Oh, I don't think handling mercury actually gives me any better knowledge, so... Oh, okay, fair enough. Manufacturing, that's a good point. How would you manufacture a blade like this? Like, you wouldn't want to, like... You wouldn't want to make it in two halves and then just merge it. Oh, actually, you might want to do that. But yeah, you wouldn't want to, like, fabricate two halves and then connect them along the edge, because that's going to be the impact point. You probably want that to be a solid piece. Definitely wouldn't forge it like you would a blacksmithing, because this isn't medieval. This is a post-industrial revolution. It's fairly straight. What if you milled it out of a single piece of steel? Oh, I know. So you could have put our cursor here, would have two hollow tubes up to here be filled with mercury. So you get this single billet of metal, or you'd cast it and then temper harden it as a single piece of metal, and then well no, you cast it and then you'd mill. You take a like large drill bit and then drill. Let's add ourselves a sphere. This will be our drill bit, and then you drill all the way up the fuller until you get to about here. Let's do this thing until it gets to about here, and then do the same. Yeah. There we go, because this blade isn't perfectly straight. So yeah, you drill all the way up to here, and then you do the same on the other side. Drill, 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 drill. So you've got two hollow tubes here and here. And then this space up here, like all of this, set you to, we'll display wireframe. Oh, no. Wait, what? Oh. I added you. Okay, we'll separate you two. You to wire. So this whole section here is just solid metal, because this is the part that's going to be impacting whatever it is you're swinging at, and then you have two hollow tubes. Oh, I was thinking drilling out the center. Then you run into the issue with the handle. Well, So you could make it so that the how are we gonna cut this out? Well, you could make it so that there's like a... Let me just model this. I mean, we're in this far, why not? Scale X. Scale Y a little. And then extrude down. So that's the tang there. The idea of solving two holes on the side solves that though. And here, this is the fuller here. Scale X. Let's see. And then scale Y. I done goofed. And then grab you, scale you and Y, scale you and Y. But yeah, so you've got the tang here, and the tang's the bit of metal that goes through the hilt. So the bit that you're holding your hands. But yeah, this would be forged as like one bit of metal, and then you drill up between either side of the tang, and then those would be your mercury sections. And then this lower part of the blade would just be for chopping. Like you wouldn't want to hit, like with most swords, you don't want to hit with this half of the blade, or these this 3/4 of the blade, generally speaking, because you don't get as much, like, inertia, fulcrum, all that good stuff. You want to hit with this part of the blade, if you can, because that's your maximum leverage. So, yeah, I think it'd work. Even from like a manufacturing perspective, it's probably pretty easy, because then you slide the crossguard on. Shift E. KLZ. You slide the crossguard on like so. Let's go. So the crossguard is usually a separate piece of metal. Scale Y. So yeah, the crossguard then... So yeah, this is a separate piece of metal, then gets slid up the tang, and then the handle's put on around the tang. So yeah, from manufacturers... Oh, we've been... we've been nerding the fuck out over this sword so hard. And then now we've gone into the methods of manufacturing the thing. So yeah, you take a single billet of steel, and a billet of steel is kind of like a just one big hunk of metal. Oh no. So you'd cast this shape. Let's extend this out. So you cast it in the rough sword shape with the tang, and then you drill up these sections here. So you get 2 hollow tubes inside of it. You half fill those with mercury, and then stop it with this, with the haft. So it gets plugged right up against there, and maybe you'd even like weld it to make sure it's a proper seal. And then you put your handle on over the top of that, and then you'd screw or weld on a pommel here to keep the handle on and keep that pressed up. And yeah, personally, manufacturing for me, same, absolutely. That's why I'm enjoying this so much. Because not only am I thinking about how to make this visually appealing, but I'm also constantly stopping and thinking about how the heck is this going to print? Which is a wonderful, like, extra layer to the puzzle. Also why I've been so easily distracted by this. Like I could have called it a day at the Mercury thing, but no, now we're thinking about how we're going to manufacture the damn thing. But yeah, I'm also such a nerd for manufacturing as well. But I think this would be pretty easy to make. Like from like an industrial perspective. Like personally, I obviously don't have any of the machinery to do this, but we do know how to mill things like this. As someone who enjoys factory games, same. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, either cast or mill this shape. Hang on. Cast or mill this shape. Cast or mill the hilt. Drill the 2 tubes down the haft of it. Half fill it with mercury. Plug it up with the hilt. Keep the hilt in place with some kind of rubberized grip that's going to expand and like press the hilt right up against the blade. Oh, black chaos! And then screw a pommel on the end. You got your mercury-filled super sword, or chopper sword. Chopper sword. But yeah, I think this would be a pretty dang awesome weapon. Again, especially against armor, especially against like large monsters that are gonna be resistant to cutting and even piercing weapons. Like, if you've got an enemy that has like super thick skin, that's gonna be very resistant to bullets, small arms fire. Because, you know, leather's kind of like especially like super thick. Like we're talking like a scaled up badger. Like badgers have insanely thick skin. I've heard stories about badgers actually being bulletproof. I don't know if that's true or not, but skin, especially like super thick skin. I've heard about elephants, like elephant rifle. You need an elephant rifle to take down an elephant because they're and rhinos and hippopotami especially are basically bulletproof for anything else sub 50 cal. But so I can imagine a lot of like beasties, demonic beasties in this world having that kind of super thick skin. But a weapon like this, a chopping high fulcrum weapon, pretty dang good against something like that, because you wouldn't be piercing its skin. You'd just be letting the natural flexibility of its skin enable you to just break its bones and just, you know, shatter its organs. Like, just massive internal bleeding from the momentum of this thing hitting it, and the chopping nature of it, focusing all that energy onto a narrow point. Like, this would be a great anti-demon weapon. Anywho, I need to... Okay, so this step... I need to fill out the rest of this bottom section of this step. Okay, so what if? Oh, Lassitude says, I like when I type a long message and it makes the text overload my screen. My friend's word balloon. Ah, shoot. Yeah, that's another thing I need. Thanks. Thanks for reminding me. I got a plan for fixing that. I got a plan. Fox has always got a plan. Make a subdiv here. I'm thinking of making like a concatenate system. So if a message is over a certain length, it'll obviously still print it in the Twitch chat, but it'll only print like the first half, like the first couple of words. I don't know, 5, 6 words, or like maybe 50, 60 characters, and it'll just go ... You know? I think that might be a good good compromise. Okay, cool. So that's good. Let's do another subdiv here. And another subdiv here. Okay, that's cool. That actually also helps us with space consideration. Okay, now how the heck are we gonna get these pipes here, or these cables, these fellas? How the heck are we gonna get these over to here? Could run them along the floor. Do I have enough space for it, though? Could run them down, and then... Great! Welcome! But now it's a feature. Exactly. Oh man, I got so many... I'm so hyped for the chat civ thing. Fox is doing cool stuff. Yes! We're doing the 3D printable modular terrain. We actually spent like half the time brainstorming how this would function as a weapon. And I think we got something pretty solid. Pun intended, because it's actually going to be hollow. So hollow out the sword and half fill it with mercury. And mercury is like a very dense liquid metal. So as you swing it, the mercury will move up to the top and like increase the... Nobody cares. I think it's interesting. But yeah, that's mostly been what we've been doing. Just nerding the fuck out. Ready! But yes, I'm very excited for the chat civ thing. I'm thinking, so tomorrow's a wildcard thing. I wasn't sure if I was going to get the Minecraft stuff set up in time. Turns out I was right to think that, because there was no way in hell I was going to get that sorted out in time. But thinking maybe tomorrow I could do some like brainstorming and asset generation for the chat sieve thing. Just do some drawings, like just game design sort of stuff. Maybe put together like a little game design document and kind of like, you know, just brainstorm how the game would work. I've got some ideas. I'm kind of basing it off a Kingdom 2 rounds. Maybe I could do like let's play Kingdom. Does anyone to my Steam list have Kingdom? I guess I'll boot it up just to show y'all, like tomorrow, to show y'all what I mean. But yeah, just kind of like actually write down what it is that I'm planning. So myself to. Oh, I have one friend who I haven't talked to in years who has it. Nuts. Yeah, the chat sieve thing. The you know the little blobs down the bottom? I'm gonna make that into a game, like a collaborative city builder game. Kind of like Stardew Valley sort of thing, where you go out and collect resources, but everyone's kind of like working together to build this little town at the base of the screen, chopping wood and planting stuff and fishing, lining up stone. But yes, absolutely. So yeah, I'm planning to turn the chat party, the little blobs down the bottom, cute little guys, into a full-fledged game. But we can talk about that tomorrow. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do tomorrow. Okay, so this is cool. I like how these pipes are kind of this T-junction has been a lot of work to figure out, but now that I think we've got it sussed, good. I think we're doing well. Chaos. Oh, sorry. Gray says you should get feedback from Chaos about chopping wood. He has a lot of experience on that. Oh, really? You're a fellow lumberjack? I'm something of a wood chopper myself. Oh, Gray says, yeah, he destroyed whole forest ecosystems. I remember that. Good times. Okay, so I'm thinking, what if? Wait, what? One object? I was thinking when I did that. My goodness. Okay. So we can connect to that, and then have another section here where connects this end to this instead. And have a gap in the... Dang it! Have a gap in the piping here. Dang it! Shift D, Fox. Shift D. There we go. pipe kind of splits off and goes up there. This pipe is there. These ones just go straight across. Chaos says hello, Gray! Gray says hello, Chaos! Ugh. Okay, so I think what I want to do is have you plug into up here. So we'll plug you back up into here. And then, kind of want to, instead of having this just kind of come across here, I want to try and get these two to pipe into the section here. Should be fairly straightforward, I think. If we do a subdivide here, down, or back to here. And then have you come across here. To here. And then plug you into this section here. Like that. The little yeah, so you plug into there, and somehow we've got to get oh, I know, that's this is actually up here, shift E, take that here. There. Yeah, this is much more interesting than just having it curve around. This is way more fun. Then I'll plug you in. Ooh, I know. Split this. Send you over to here. This is my favorite song from this album. Early shout out! There's a 3D modeler out of an avatar developer who puts massive effort into planning and organizes some awesome community events for us. They're worth a follow. Yes, and they do a lot of 3D modeling. A lot of character 3D modeling. So if you like making like avatars for VR chat, or like the idea of that, or just want to see what it's about, they're pretty cool. So put that in there. Bring my little darling. Here. Hang on. I need to shenanigans. Let's see. Back here. Here. And delete you. And actually, I was gonna delete you. Pipe. The top of this pipe. Really enough room, but make it work. Oh, on the floor. Oh. I need to raise this platform just a smidge further so we can get this pipe over. Kinda need to. And how do you fit over? Wait, how are you fitting? Oh, you're going between these two pipes, that's what you're fitting. Okay, so... Oh, I know how we do this. Grab you and move. Subdivide here. But up to there. Here. Wait, no, that doesn't solve our problem at all. I mean, it is cool though. Let's maybe just make like a little cut in the grading here. Yeah. And then we extrude out, extrude down, down, across. Out, cross, coming. Then we've got this delightful massive pipes here. Yeah, you just plug straight into there. That's much more interesting. Delightful. Yes. We love our little pipe. What do they call it? Spaghetti? We got a delightful little spaghetti piping here. I'm sure Chompy would be horrified. But yeah, this feels extremely industrial. Feels like there's a lot of, like, I don't know, water, fuel, something. Maybe this almost feels like a refined, like, maybe it's leading to a refinery or something. But yeah, it's just extremely industrial. It's such a mess. And we can put a bunch of valves and stuff on these. I'd extrude this out again. Get out of here. There we go. Okay, so this one, and this pipe here goes across and leads that way. This pipe here, across. Okay, I was just worried for a second that this pipe here might just be coming out here and then piping back this way, but it doesn't, so that's good. Not that anyone would notice, given how much of a mess this is, but yeah, I think we've got our T-junction. I just gotta figure out how in the heck we're gonna print this thing. Does anyone have a streamer they'd be interested in shouting out for a raid? We're getting pretty close to the end time. I'm pretty tired. Hasn't been a particularly long day, but I don't know, I'm just tired. I'm doing pretty well though. Just I think it might be good to quit while I'm ahead before I start fading out. Okay, so this one. Oh, okay, so we've still got to figure out how to get these pipes over. Been delaying this a while. The only spot where I can really think to put them is... Oh, wait, can't even put them... yeah, that step's filled up, that step's filled up, that step's filled up. Oh, no. We're, little spot of trouble here. Freddy says I've got no one following live except you. Aww. You're the only one for me too. Let's see. Foxy Fears is streaming, Cowberry's streaming, Big Tree streaming, Jeefco is streaming. Jeefco does a lot of World of Horror. How the heck do we get these fellas over? Man, this is quite the doozy. Might be fun to have like a little step here. Nah, it's gonna be much nonsense. Yeah, we want the play area to be flat. Have all of our noise and Reeblies on the wall. Oh, how's work going, Freddy? Another quiet day? Not today? Oh, okay. Good luck, buddy. Wish I could stick around and keep you company, but I'm getting very tired very quickly. Sorry, I don't know what's wrong with me. Just not caffeinated enough. My energy drink, but it's not really doing much. Yeah, I think I'm gonna read out. We're close enough to my usual end times, so at least I can. Oh, very busy, but I'm doing paperwork at the moment, so at least I can chat. Ah, okay, cool. I'm not distracting you or anything. Let's have a browse. See if we can find someone to look after you while I'm gone. It's fun lurking. Yeah, it was fun having you, buddy. See, let's go. Ooh, miniatures and model. Anyone else is doing terrain stuff? They're all. I mean, I do love watching miniature painting, but these doing? Um, Pretty cool as a category for that. Maybe I should post this in miniatures and models. Thank you for teaching me about mercury-filled swords. Yeah, now you can fill all your swords with mercury. I still really want to make one. Gosh, mercury-filled sword would be so much fun. I mean, for testing purposes, for science. Chaos, do you have anyone, Bob Ross? Do you have anyone you'd be interested in shouting out for a raid? Would watch you making it. It'd be pretty cool to find out how it works. Like figure out if it works. Hmm. No one's got any friends. Well, I've got a couple. Chief Coast's pretty cool. You know what? I haven't raided Foxy in a while. I raided Chief Coast not too long ago. What's Foxy doing? Oh, they're working on art. Raided Cabo Swell a little while ago. Tree. Could use PVC. Oh, Lester says could use PVC and water to see how it would work. Good idea. Sancho, afternoon yawning yapper and friends. Hey, Sancho, we were actually just about to raid out. It's not you, it's me. Do you have anyone you'd be interested in shouting out for a raid, Sancho? I might actually see if I've got any PVC pipe lying around and give it a go. Or I could find some lead shot to test out the other idea, your lead shot idea. Sancho, sir, I know of another kobold. Okay, well, send us a link. We'll check him out. Uh, we're looking for someone with not too many viewers, like sub 20, and an artist would be ideal, but anything's good. Just a smaller Toon Bold. Okay, I'm gonna read the smaller folks because don't have a lot of viewers, so it's Digimon World interesting. 21. I think they're doing fine without us.
My inventory's full.
This is a fun looking game though.
This is the warehouse.
I'm sure it is a warehouse. Oh, they sound cute though. I like them. What do we think? Would we be interested in raiding Toonbird? Oily fruit. Cheerful apple. I like these items.
Let's see. Cheerful apples and...
Okay. Alright, let's do it. So, um, today is... today was, all about modeling out little miniatures. We got a little bit done. Mostly again planning. I'm so glad we figured out how to do this. This is gonna open up so many opportunities, like modeling these, printing these, each of these modular pieces in two parts opens up so many opportunities. And we also figured or planned out how we're gonna do this mess of a intersection. Like my goodness, this is gonna be a pain to figure out how to print, but it's gonna look really cool printed. Like, oh man, so much noise. Um, Last dude says, thanks for the stream. Thank you so much for coming along. Freddy says, I do like Digimon. Oh, really? Did you have a Digimon as a kid? I had a Digimon as a little kid. I remember very little about it. Actually, no, wait. I didn't have a Digimon as a kid. I remember being really jealous about everyone else having Digimons as kid, like a little kid. And it was only when I was like older and they weren't popular anymore. I think I had a friend or a cousin or something who had one, like just laying around that they'd never used. So I asked them if I could have it and replace the batteries, and then I could finally have a Digimon. Way after they were popular. It was really fun. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Okay, but yes, so that's what we did today. Tomorrow, I think I'm gonna do some live game dev planning. So I'm gonna be doing like kind of sketching out the idea of what I want to make, taking notes, and making sort of like a rough game design document of. If you don't know what a game design document is, definitely be finding out tomorrow if you come along. It's kind of like I don't know, a general intense sort of thing. It's a very fluid term. But yeah, very special thanks to the last dude. Like I really enjoyed yapping about our mercury fueled swords. I love nerding out about this stuff. That was really cool. And yeah, thank you so much. Oh, and double thank you to Freddie. You're the whole reason I'm doing this, buddy. I really appreciate you coming along and the enthusiasm that you have for this stuff. It's been really helpful. But yeah. So yeah, tomorrow, uh, planning, sketching, uh, taking notes about the chat party, which is what we're going to use the little blobs jumping around the bottom of the screen there. Yeah, we're going to make that into a game, and we're going to be planning it out tomorrow. And you know, I'll be illustrating what it is I have in mind because I've been mostly just explaining it, and I don't think that's hugely helpful. But yeah, making some little doodles and sketches to plan out what I'm doing will be good because then I can like actually show you guys what I have in mind rather than just badly explaining it. But yes, thank you so much everyone for coming along. I had a really good night tonight. It was good fun. I'm gonna go get something to eat. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Oh, bye, Pooba.
Raid, Fox Raid! Welcome in, Chaos. Welcome in, Lassitude. You were arting. What were you arting? Oh, they're hungry. They are demanding snacks. We must feed them.
Ready to eat?
Fox Raid! Hell yeah! Welcome in, everyone. For those who don't know me, I'm Toonbold. I'm a kobold on the internet. I'm playing Digimon. Wait, you guys are still hungry? Okay, hold on. Let me go and get some meat.
Ready? Here you go. Give me my Portaloo. Yeah, and everyone that just came in with Sleepy, if you haven't self-cared for a while, you should do that. Oh, you're modeling some 3D printable wargaming terrain. Oh, fun. Nerdy and fun. I hope that's going great for you.